Ready? Ready, ready? You and me, you and me, you and me, you and me. Ready, ready, ready? Oh, and welcome to another exciting episode. Oh, look how excited Emmett is. Of FeelItRealFun.com. That's right. Victoria, it's the Feel It Real Fun show.
Oh, you got Emmett.
We got Emmett on the show.
Hello, Emmett.
Yasmin Maxwell is watching Emmett. Angela is watching Emmett. Patty is watching Emmett. Shannon.
Here we are.
Shannon's watching Emmett. Sheena is watching Emmett. Joe is watching Emmett.
Yes.
Shannon Devashish is watching the show. Candace is watching the show. Look at him. He's a handsome fella. Yes, he is.
Well,
everybody smash the love button for Emmett. The love button.
well, we tried to get him groomed the other day, but the groomer couldn't get near his face.
So Yasmin Maxwell, we have a mission.
Yes. Okay.
All right, look at
Patty,
this, Bubba.
Anya, Richard Choops.
So Paula, I imagined a solution for Emmett. First I imagined seeing his eyes, and then this idea suddenly showed up. Hair gel, right?
Yes.
So we're going to go get some goop, right? The stuff I used to wear in the 80s when I was cool.
Yeah, when we used to make it stand right up.
That is the rightness.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do whenever I worked shoplifting details, right? So I'd wear old clothes, put a Walkman in my pocket, man, and I'd spike my hair. And I'd walk around humming a lot. And people would steal shit right in front of me. And I'd just go, hey, badge, back door, let's go. So it's such good fun. Look at that.
Right.
Mika.
Okay.
Julie and
Heidi and Chris.
Yeah, we'll call that a semi-groomed Emmett. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Chris Smith.
Yes.
And Marta. Oh, sorry, darling.
Yep.
Did I destroy your feet?
No,
Good.
not really.
All right, not much. So today, guys, we have to get on the camera.
Yes.
We have a Neville Goddard quote. We're going to talk about the secrets of hearing your wish fulfilled, like really hearing it, right?
Yeah.
Watham has joined the show.
Still a Jim.
Yasmin. All right. And, two Neville Goddard quotes. A lot of words there. Jesus. And tomorrow we've got a very special show. Eric Stafford is not on the show. I'm sorry.
Yes, Yasmin, you are doing the rest. Okay.
That's right. Well, you're at least going to help teach us how to hold him.
Yeah, yeah.
So safety is number one priority. Joe
him and
is
us.
watching. Oh, my God. This is great. Angela. Okay, so Victoria.
Yes.
Shall we tell them where to go and what to do?
Go to FreeNeville.com.
That's right. Over
Join
1,000 free
us.
resources and soon to be 500 episodes of this.
Yes.
And other goodies.
Yes. Join us in. What do
We've got a live call this weekend, guys. I think there are 4 spots left, something like that. I don't know. But the email on that goes out tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you want in, get in, right? So any page at FreeNeville.com, you'll see, hey, join us on Sunday. Click and join. Meanwhile,
Yes.
back at French.
Go to FeelItRealFun.com.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
for
right.
the
If you're not
refunds.
here now, you can join us there then.
Nearly 500 refunds.
That is the rightness.
Okay.
So, Heidi says, just wanted to say how much she loves the podcast. You know, we've got a daily podcast. Over almost 200 episodes now, or about 200 episodes.
Good on you, babe.
So it's just 5 minutes. It's lots of fun. It's for the people that I can't stand watching your videos because you guys aren't focused. Well, they're focused, right? I also whisper in your ear. James. That's right. Let's join the show. All right, so Victoria. So this all started when people really get stuck a lot whenever they start focusing on, I am a success, I will be a success. What do I say? Like, I have to motivate myself to do my sessions. How do you do that? Well, like I tell myself, like I will. What is this? I mean, I find it fascinating. Self, do your sessions. I don't know what to do with my sessions. Oh, self, why don't you find out? I don't know who to ask, right? So, like, you are not a split personality disorder, right? You're actually the Elohim, which is a fascinating way to look way beyond split personality disorder. Anyway, Victoria.
Yes.
Let's read some Neville.
Okay.
And we'll get some focus. I've been up for a long time. Seriously, I've been up for a very long time.
You have. 2 a.m., 3 a.m.
That is the
right.
rightness, everyone. I am on fire.
Okay, so we sit quietly and we simply become imitators of our Father. And he called the world into being by being the thing he would call. And so we sit and we listen as though we heard someone congratulating us on having found what we seek.
Alrighty, get how cool this is, guys.
Yeah.
You're already doing this. Ready? Let's do it in the opposite direction. Okay? People go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's some people.
What did you see?
Yeah, what did you see? Well, first I saw the mailman with my eyes, and then I saw the shut-off notice that he's bringing, and I imagine what Victoria will say. Didn't you pay the bill? No. Not that I paid the bill. Right?
Yeah.
People do not walk around going, I am a poor fuck, right? I fuck up everything, right? Well, some people actually do say that. But the thing is, that's not what gets you there. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Continue, Victoria.
So we go to the end of the matter and we listen just as though we heard, and we look as though we saw, and we try in this manner to feel ourselves right into the situation of our answered prayer.
Pause there for a sec.
Okay.
Okay, you hear what you would hear, you see what you would see, and you feel yourself into that situation of your answered prayer. Notice where he's the exact opposite. I see what I would see. Shut off notice.
Yes.
Right? I hear what I would hear.
Why didn't you pay the bill?
Yeah. Right? And I feel myself into another state, right? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Carolina says, looking pretty, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Must be
Looking pretty.
that Victoria. She brings it out in me. She brings it in out me. Words are fascinating. Anyway, so Victoria.
Yes. Feels of our answered prayer, and there we wait in the silence just for about 2 minutes, and so they will lower the lights to aid you.
Right. He's saying this at the end of a talk.
Oh,
Right.
right.
So get how cool this begins with. So we sit quietly,
Yes.
and it ends with, and there we wait in the silence. Right. You get to notice what you are. What you are is eternally silent and eternally still. And inside of the stillness and silence of you, guess what happens? You perceive things. You perceive things on the outside, like there she is. Right? And you can perceive things inside. Right? There, listen to what she's saying to me. Right? She's not saying nothing. But if I'm imagining, Bill, shut off notice. Did you? Don't you? And then I'll look at her and she'll say, what's your problem? This is what you're saying to me. But I'm not saying anything. Well, right. All right. Meanwhile, back at the French. Victoria.
Yes.
Can we do another Neville Goddard quote game? Let's do it.
Okay.
Tell you
What
what,
do we look? We look what?
Bouncy.
Or Rococo
Barusi.
style.
Rococo style. I like that. It's the shirt.
It must be.
That's right.
Okay, what are we saying now?
Now,
Prove to yourself.
that's right.
Prove to yourself that you are God by feeling your desire is now an accomplished fact.
By the way, as a teenager, I decided I was a black belt. Right? I was like 12 years old or something when I started taking martial arts, right, Scott? And by the time I got to my first degree black belt, over 1,000 people came and went at the local YMCA. But by the time I got my black belt, I was teaching the program. Right? I was actually teaching as a green belt and a brown belt. But by the time I got to 1,000 people, right, come and gone, fascinating. But nobody asked, how long are you going to last? Right, are you going to do this next year? Okay, they always asked, when are you going to get it? Right? So, because they already knew where I was. Meanwhile, back at the French.
Listen to your friends talk about you. Are they rejoicing because of your good fortune, or are they expressing envy?
Look what he did. Oh man, I wish I had a car like that. Right? By the way, notice what Neville's saying. He's not saying, right, I have a BMW 325i. I am slicker than shit. Victoria, I am the best first date you will never have.
Never have.
Never have. Right? I must talk myself into being, I am a BMW owner. Me. Right? That's not what Neville teaches. Right? Meanwhile, that's what everyone does. Meanwhile, back at the French. Victoria.
Yes. Imagine their words are true.
So you imagine their words, and you imagine their words are true. Right? Fascinating, isn't it? By the way, I went to school with nuns, right? I actually went to school with a girl that became a nun, but then she left the nunnery. But that's another story.
Oh, she became a nun after she went out with you? Oh, no,
we never went out.
With you.
Right.
I got you.
So I went to school with nuns.
Yes.
Right? And little girls that became nuns.
Yes.
But the nuns, right, they would actually say things like, "You're not that good at spelling." And I'd say, "Really?" "Yes. I know what I'm talking about. I'm the nun." Right. You guys have read my stuff. I am a very creative speller on some days. I've actually embraced it. I use spell check, and sometimes I don't. I just make up words.
Say to Victoria, how do I spell?
Yeah, Victoria, how do I spell this? She goes, how do you spell it, Twinty? Rather creatively. How is it spelled is another question.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the nuns. Victoria, shall we continue?
Yes.
Hi, Sam.
So imagine their words are true. Persist in imagining they are true. Continue to imagine your desire is already an accomplished fact. And when it is objectively realised, proof will be yours.
So notice what Neville's saying here, right? What do you hear? What do you see? Allow that to take you into the feeling that it's true. Persist in that feeling, right? Persistence, as far as I'm concerned, and if you do some research into Neville, he doesn't say make this an act of will, fight for it, defend yourself with the blue bubble of death so that nobody comes around you to impact you and take you out of your state, right?
Yeah.
Neville says surrender to the state of your wish fulfilled. You're going to surrender to something.
Yeah.
I surrendered to the nuns. I surrendered to little Cheryl Lint and the nuns and the eye doctor. Right? Remember that story?
No.
No. When I was coloring the tree in, right? They get the mimeographic paper,
yeah.
and you're supposed to do brown on the outside,
That's
brown
right.
on the inside,
And
green on the outside,
drew
green on
the
the inside.
auras.
Yeah, I drew yellow and brown, and I drew purple and green.
Yeah.
And little Cheryl Lint put her hand up, and then they took me to the eye doctors, and the eye doctors said, "That's not what you see. What you see is brown. What you see is green." And I didn't see auras until many moons later, and then wow, there's so many things to see that most people miss.
Don't move your legs, okay?
That's right, because that's where he is.
Yes.
That's
okay.
right. Jose,
Lots
Simona,
of people
Eddie.
joining
wow,
just
everybody's
now.
joining at once.
Okay.
That's so great.
Because we're
almost
sort
done.
of winding up.
That's
so
right.
You'll have to watch the refund.
You have to watch the refund.
Yeah.
So
All right.
here's your homework, guys.
Yeah.
When you're standing in line at the grocery store and the lovely lady in front of you is paying with pennies, if you're in the U.S., we don't have pennies here.
No.
No, we don't.
Playing with cents.
A sense, right?
Yeah.
So when they're playing with paying with pennies in front of you, imagine, right, something lovely about her. Okay, imagine her not turning around and saying, "I'm so sorry, but I'm poor, and I appreciate you waiting. A lot of young people can't." Right? Instead of imagining the crappy conversations, imagine something lovely. Hear something, right? When you're working with your wish fulfilled, what would imply it's been fulfilled? I know what a BMW sounds like. I know what my buddies sound like when they talk about it, right? I know what they sound like when I... So here was one of the objections a long time ago when I imagined being a BMW owner. And my buddy says, getting a service on them is expensive.
Oh.
Right? And I said, not for me, right? And so I got a BMW, right? And then my buddy Harry says, hey, you got to go to my buddy. He charges,
That's right.
He charges the same price for anything.
Yes.
Right? And he even puts BMW parts on my car.
Yes.
Same price.
Yeah.
Right? How cool.
Yeah.
So I imagined up the car by hearing, one of the things involved hearing my friends. Another thing was hearing the car. Right? Just real quick little imaginal acts. What's a BMW? What's the door close sound like? Right? It doesn't sound like our Toyota.
No.
It doesn't sound like my old Volkswagen. It doesn't sound like the numerous Chevys that I owned over the years, or an SUV, right? Sam says, I just hear the sound of a commercial airplane flying overhead, implying that I'm at the airport. About to pick up someone special.
Oh.
Excellent singing.
Oh, Bruce, you're jumping on my back.
Alrighty. So, Carolina says, I am now afraid of my thoughts. Now I don't want to imagine anything bad. Stop it.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't be afraid of
So you're
them.
imagining something about your thoughts. How do you do that? You're seeing or hearing something.
Yeah.
Right? If you're hearing and seeing what you don't like, stop that. Don't feed it.
Just prune the vine.
Prune the vine.
Yeah.
By the way, don't wait. Some people say, well, I'll get to it. Really?
Yeah, I'll do
No.
it in my session tonight.
Yeah.
No,
Do it now.
Now.
Right? If you notice your nuts now, stop. Right?
Yeah.
Boom. Right? Be still and know. But again, notice how the quotes we shared today, they'll be up on the page later. It's on the YouTube thing. and we'll put some links into them as well. But here's the deal, right? What does Neville say? Stop and be still. Okay, be imitators of our Father.
Yeah.
Okay, be still, stillness. So sometimes thoughts just come around. See, here's the thing. You think that sometimes they just go, whoa, come around, right?
Catching me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? They're inside you.
Oh, he's caught
Right?
on that. There we go. Right.
Okay, you're giving life to them. That's the thing.
Yes.
So like from nowhere. No, they're coming from you. Yeah, here it's like why does it do that? Right?
Yes.
You get it?
Yeah.
By the way, there are people that right? They end up in wacky wards. You take any of it to the extreme. PTSD was nothing more than the imagination out of control. I love when people argue with me about that. You're saying it's not real. No, I'm saying PTSD is the imagination out of control. Oh, it is, right? So you get to pick a state, pick something lovely.
Carolina, even Neville had problems with this. In your email, I can't remember, a few days ago, you had one where he had to, he'd often get hit in the face with a thought or something, and so he had to stop. But he stopped and revised immediately, and I noticed that's exactly what Matthew said, that over time you get really good at noticing. It's that noticing. As soon as it starts being in your head, it's like, nah, stop.
Here's a really cool one. Ready?
Yeah.
Thoughts become things. No, they don't. Thoughts are things, right? You get everyone out there saying thoughts are things. Change your thoughts, change your thinking. Change your thinking, change your thoughts, change your life. That's like herding cats, right? I used to have 11 or 12 cats. I can't even tell you how many, right? And you try to gather them all up at once. Here, kitty. Right. But you open up one can of tuna, right? In they come. Now, here's the thing, right? Any thoughts, any thinking you have come from a state. If you're paying attention, look at her hat. Okay, look at her hat. Okay, which one of my eyes did I just blink first? Right? If you're looking at her hat, you're not going to notice what eyes I blinked first. Right? Here's what's cool. If you're paying attention to the thoughts, you aren't noticing the state. So use the state. The state's the gas gauge. Yep, gas is getting low. Time to put petrol in the tank. Right? Okay, thoughts are going nuts. Time to notice what fucking state I'm actually in. That's why it's stop and be still. Not think positive. Right? Not change the thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, the thoughts always come from a state. Okay, opposite state, forget that. Okay, positive, negative, positive, forget that. What do you fucking want? Okay, again, just doing a tune-up here for Matthew. Here's the thing: a negative thought. Oh, a negative thought. Oh, a negative thought. A positive thought. A positive thought. Now you just entered war. Okay, wargamedance.com. Go get those recordings. You'll see why that is nuts. Yeah. Versus, what do you want? You can manifest up 10. You can manifest up 50. That's what's cool. You can manifest up $10 behind or $50 behind. You can manifest $10,000 a year income or 50. Get it? That's what's cool. It's not that 10's bad, right? It's just 10's 10, right? Unless it's 10-10. And if it's 10-10 on 10-10, then we can all walk around going, it's 10-10 on 10-10, right? And you can watch other people do that on Facebook, which is nuts. So, yes, thank you, buddy. Cool. Matthew says, now that makes sense. Cool. So this is what's so cool, right? Positive, negative, new age bullshit. Okay, there's only one cause. What are you imagining? And you don't imagine negative or positive. You imagine something, right? By the way, there are people that think cats are bad. Okay, some rednecks I know kill cats, right? Because they're bad. Don't trust them, right? They're bad, but love my dog. So let me get this right? So what do you think about the Asian people that eat dogs? I'd kill them. Yeah, bad people. Right?
Yeah, got you.
But what about the ones that eat cat? Well, someone's got to eat cat. Right? You get it? Yeah. Crazy. Versus, what do you want? Okay? What are your friends imagining? Or what are your friends saying in there? Ooh. Little envious, little supportive. Cool, right? How do I see them react? Yep, here he comes. You get it? Yeah. Joey says, hey, 20, are you equally as good with each technique? Who knows? Matching vividly, the assumption, revision, etc. I just play. That's what's really cool. If you play enough with all of them, and you realize it's never the technique that does anything, It's you imagining. All we're doing with techniques is helping you notice how imagination actually works. But if you go, yep, got to really know revision. Revision is my method. You're missing out on heaps. Versus right. Well, like if you just notice, I've got 3 main tools, maybe 7 other little variations on things like the mirror method and so on we talked about yesterday. I think it was yesterday, so long ago. But that's what's cool, because if you play with them all, eventually you get, wow, consciousness is the only reality, right? Awareness of being is God. How I am aware of being determines everything. Bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. Matthew.
Yeah.
All right, so fun playing with all the techniques, says Julie. Absolutely, I love my 5 cats. Oh, cool, buddy. Give them all pets.
Yeah.
I used to have a cat that would steal my ink pens, right? So he'd come in, I'd write things down, I'd sit down an ink pen. He'd come in and he'd sit and just look. And he'd wait for me to look away. So I'd begin to look away, then look back suddenly. And he'd like pull his paw back, I'd begin to look away, I'd look back. And then I'd go, oh, I'm so, and bang, right? Away goes the ink pen. Took it.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
we shall go to the dog park.
Yep.
Alrighty. So if you want to watch a really good fucking show, if you missed yesterday's, tune into that. You can find that on our personal timeline or at feelitrealfun.com.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Egan's really, I think it was Egan. Someone was really glad to be here. Thank you.
excellent. You on there?
Yes.
James says our cat will stick its paw in your mouth while you're asleep. That could get interesting. Right. I tried that with Victoria. So when she's snoring,
Yeah.
that is the rightness.
Okay, we're
All
going to
right.
go to the dog park.
That's right.
Today was show 499.
We've got a super special show tomorrow because it's show 500. It's not that the numbers are bad or good, but it's a number.
Yeah, to us.
So it's really cool.
Pretty amazing.
So we're going to do some really cool stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
So make sure you come on down and wear some good clothes. That's right. So
Okay.
meanwhile, back at the French, Victoria,
Yes.
let's tell them all how to pull a patty.
Oh, pull a patty, pull a patty. Oh,
Patty
she's
just
done it
pulled a patty,
already.
right?
Okay, good one.
Kaboom.
So see Patty's little post. What did I learn? What did you learn?
That's right.
What did you learn about you? And what was your best bit?
That is the rightness.
Yeah.
Everyone said it shall prevail, but Victoria said nope, it has. Meanwhile, back at the other French.
Yes, Julie. Wow, 500. Sweet.
Doobie-doo.
On
Can
the
you?
other
By the way,
hand-
can you believe we've done 500 shows?
I can't believe that.
That's amazing and good fun. 20
What
minutes
did
per
we
show.
waffle about?
So the thing about this, ready? 500 shows, 20 minutes per show average, 500 average views per show.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody do some maths.
Yeah. It's
Right?
a lot.
That's more than how many
Yeah.
hairs are on my head. Meanwhile, back at the French.
Go to freeneville.com.
That's right.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yep. If you got something out of the whole positive negative thing today, get wargamedance.com. I
Yeah.
promise you will discover heaps of areas in your life where you're at war but don't know it. Meanwhile, back
And
at
for
the French.
refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. And for those of you that are so inclined, join us on the live call on Sunday. There's a few openings left.
5
And
million. Is that what it is?
you know what? I trust Patty with numbers like nobody else, like even more than our accountant.
500 by 500, isn't that?
Well, 500 by 500 times 20 minutes,
Ah,
right?
you're talking about how many minutes?
Yep. How many minutes we've done things? 5 million minutes of viewing, guys. Think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, it's the bloody fucking idiot show.
Yeah.
What was it, 5 million or 500 million? 5 million? 500 million.
I think she's... I
That's
can't
the
remember
CPA.
now.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
500 by 20 by 500.
That's right. So that's a lot. All right.
500. Oh,
Don't
yes,
do it,
because they're
don't
20
do it,
minutes.
don't do it.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, and then you carry
5
the one,
million.
and then the
There
nun
you go.
comes up
Patty
and
told
smacks you. God.
5 million, not
Refund.
500
Yeah,
million
refund.
yet.
So it's fun. So we read the fun, right? At
Yes.
feelitrealfun.com.
That's it.
Refund.
Okay, have
More
a great
fun.
day night.
That's right. We're
We'll
going to the
catch
dog
yous.
park, and we'll come back and watch Ryan some more.
Yeah, and we'll catch us tomorrow.
All right.
See ya.